welcome to you to the favorite YouTube channel udaya-bhanja. This video is about clause. That means the conditional clause. That means the conditionals or the conditional sentences. Once upon a time there was a girl, and the name of that girl was Lata. And one day Lata told a boy that she wanted to marry him. But that boy had conditions. And what were the conditions? The conditions were, "Oh Lata, I would marry you, or I shall marry you if you serve me food, if you serve my father, if you do the work of a nurse to my family members." And that is known as conditional. And first rule number one, what is clause? First rule number one, what is clause? One subject plus one verb in the predicate part can form a clause. That means to form a clause, one subject plus one verb is necessary. Just like how can say one subject plus one verb in the predicate part is called a clause. Example, Lipika ran. And here Lipika ran, Lipika is the subject and ran is the predicate part. That means ran used as the verb of a predicate part. So here the clause is used as a sentence. And example number two, I saw that Lipika was running. And here the clause is used as the part of a sentence. And next we shall proceed towards rule number two. What is conditional clause? What is conditional clause? That means the subordinate clause or the adverb clause that has a condition or condition part, and that is known as a conditional clause. Once again, now you can see the subordinate part that does that means that has a condition part, and that is known as a conditional clause. Example here, if you serve me dal and rice, I will agree with you. And if you serve me dal and rice, and this part, and this is the subordinate part, and this is the subordinate clause, and it has a condition part, and as it has a condition part, so we can say that it is a conditional clause. The question arises how to identify the conditional clauses. And to identify the conditional clauses, at first we should have to know the beginning words. So what are the beginning words of conditional clauses? The conditional clauses usually begin with if, unless, whether, suppose, whenever, provided that, etc. Just like now you can see. And if you find that at the beginning there is if, there is unless, there is whether, there is suppose, whenever, provided that. And such types of clauses are known as conditional clauses. Example, if I work hard, I shall be rich. And here, if I work hard, and this particular clause begins with if, so it is a conditional clause. But in some cases, we can find that there are exceptions. So what are the case of exceptions? In case of sometimes we can find that the conditional clauses usually begin with had or where. Here, had I a true friend, I would be happy. And this clause begins with had. And as this begins with had, so it is also a conditional clause. That means if I had a true friend, I would be happy. And this is the particular meaning of this sentence. Example number two, where I Sania Mirza, I would not marry Sohaib Malik. And here the sentence begins with where. That means the clause begins with where. So it is also a conditional clause because it refers to a condition. And it means if I were Sania Mirza, I would not marry Sohaib Malik. Five functions of conditional clauses. Functions of conditional clauses means especially placements of conditional clauses. That means in sentences, whether the conditional clauses are used at first or at the end. Just like now you can see conditional clauses have two functions. And what are the two functions? That means the first one, that is CC plus MC. And CC means conditional clause and MC means main clause. And next now you can see CC plus MC. And if I were a tiger, and it is the CC, and I would live in the forest, it is MC. And next now you can see MC plus CC, I would live in the forest, it is MC. And if I were a tiger, it is a conditional clause. That means functions of conditional clauses. That means conditional clauses have two functions, and the first function is that is CC plus MC, and the second function is MC plus CC. And the first example is if I were a tiger, I would live in the forest, and it is it is known as the first function, and that is CC plus MC. And example number 2, I would live in the forest if I were a tiger, and it is the function number 2, and that is known as MC plus CC. Next, rule number 6. What is conditional sentence? What is conditional sentence? That means CC plus MC is equal to a conditional sentence. That means if in a sentence we can find that there is a conditional clause and there are one or more than one main clauses or effect clauses or result clauses, and they are known as conditional sentences. Just like now you can see what is conditional sentence. The sentence that has one conditional clause and one or more than one result part or result clause or main clauses or effect clauses, and or that is the effect clauses, and that is known as conditional sentence. Just like now you can see if I work hard, it is the conditional clause, and I will be rich, and it is the main clause or effect clause or result part. And in this way we can say that here CC plus MC and is equal to a conditional sentence, that means CS. So that rule number 7 about the classification of conditionals, about the types of conditionals. How many types of conditionals are there in English? Actually, there are various types of conditionals in English, but mainly or basically we can say that there are 4 types of conditionals in English. But so far as our matriculation standard is concerned, we can say that there are 4 types of conditionals in English. But in plus 2 standard, we can know that there are only 3 standards. That means there are only 3 conditional clauses. So what are the main 4 types of conditional clauses in English? And they are type 0, type 1, type 2, type 3. And type 0 is also known as genuine conditional. And next now you can see, and type 0 conditional is also known as genuine conditional. And type 2, and its another name is real conditional. And type 3, its another name is unreal conditional. And type 3, and that means its another name is unfulfilled conditional. That means type 0 can be known as genuine conditional, and type 1 can be known as real conditional, and type 2 as a unreal conditional, and type 3 as unfulfilled conditional. And some of the learners say that types of conditional clauses, actually not types of conditionals or types of conditional sentences we can say, because types means that means varieties. Varieties means that means conditional clauses or main clauses. And without conditional clauses or main clauses, conditional sentences can't be imagined. So in this way there are 4 types of conditionals, and type 0, type 1, type 2, type 3. Now you can see that of N or NB. And the conditional, that means type 0 conditional is also known as always possible conditional. Its another name is always possible conditional. Rule number 8, type 0 conditional. How to identify type 0 conditional? And type 0 conditional is known as always possible conditional. So everything is possible in type 0 conditional. And only for this reason, most of the grammarians say that it is not a conditional. And how to identify the type 0 conditional? That means we should identify the type 0 conditional. That means, or we should identify all the conditionals from the forms. So what is the form? The form is CC present simple, MC present simple. That means if we find that there is a sentence, and in that sentence, and this CC means conditional clause takes present simple tense form, and the main clause also takes the present simple tense form. So we are sure that, and it is a type 0 conditional. Example: if the sun rises, day breaks, and this is the conditional clause, and day breaks is the main clause, and both of the clauses take present simple tense form. If the sun sets, night falls, and here both of the clauses take present simple tense form. So these 2 are the examples of type 0 conditionals. What is the use of type 0 conditional? What is the use of type 0 conditional? The type 0 conditional is used while talking about what usually happens, or what is usually true, or what is always true. And while talking about what usually happens, what is usually true, what is always true, and we use the type 0 conditional. An example: if the sun sets, night falls. If the sun sets, night falls, and this particular sentence says that what usually happens, and this is a type 0 conditional. 9, type 1 conditional. How to identify type 1 conditional? That means in type 1 conditional we can find that the MC takes present simple, and the MC takes present simple, and the CC takes present simple, but the conditional clause takes present simple, and the MC takes will, shall, can, etc. And here the example: if a Kaushik works hard, he will get a first class. And if a Kaushik works hard, and this is the CC, and it takes the present simple tense form, he will work or he will get a first class, and this is the MC, and it takes the modal, that is will. So this is the identification of the type 1 conditional. On type 9, especially rule number 9, type 1 conditional is used, and type 1 conditional is used to talk about what is, or to talk about something that is probable or more possible or likely to happen. Type 1 conditional is used to talk about something probable or more possible or likely to happen. Example, if I work hard, I will pass the exam. And this is the example of type 1 conditional. Rule number 10, type 2 conditional. And form, its form is conditional clause takes past simple tense form, and MC takes would, might, could, etc., should, etc. plus MC takes would, could, should, might, etc. plus V1. Use, and this type of conditional is used to talk about something imaginary or unreal. And while talking about something imaginary or unreal, we use type 2 conditional. An example is, if I were Kali, Kali means great Kali. And if I were great Kali, I would defeat you. The conditional clause takes the past simple tense form, and the main clause takes would plus V1. And this is the type 2 conditional. Number 11, and type 3 conditional. And the conditional clause takes the past perfect tense form, and the main clause takes would, could plus half plus V3. And this is the formation, and this is the form of type 3 conditional. And the type 3 conditional is used to talk about something impossible. And the example is, that was while talking something impossible, we use the type 3 conditional. Example is, if I had posted the letters, they would have come. And this particular sentence says something impossible. So, the type 3 conditional is used here. Rule number 12, other conditionals and type 4 conditional. And what is its form? Its form is conditional CC. The conditional clause takes will, modal, the modal will. And the MC also takes the modal will. And especially in which regards do we have to use such type of conditional? Or use, or this conditional is used to talk about willingness, that is desire, refusal, and prohibition, and insistence, instead on invitation. And while talking about these things, we have to use the conditional that is type 4 conditional. Example, please, if you will invite me, I will go. And this sentence refers to invitation. So, this sentence takes type 4 conditional and its form. Number 13, and that is known as type 5 conditional. And its conditional clause for CC takes the modal would, and the main clause also takes the modal would. And what is its purpose? And while talking about tentative or politeness, we use this conditional. Use this type, that is the type 5 conditional is used to talk about tentative or more politeness. Example, if you would reserve tickets for us, we will travel comfortably. Type 6 conditional. And the conditional part, or the CP or the CC, takes the two tense form, and the main part takes must. Example, if you are to resign, you must consult with me. And this is the example of type 6 conditional. Rule number 15, use of unless. And first you should know the meaning of the use of unless. That means unless means if plus not. And while using unless, we should have to omit if and not. But most of the students, they make a mistake. That means while using unless, they omit if, not, plus not. No. That means in case of using unless, simply we will have to omit if and then not. Example, and if I do not work hard, I will not get the success. And in bracket, the instruction is given, use unless. And the answer will be, unless I work hard. Because, and here, if should be omitted, and do not, that means not should be omitted. And the answer will be, unless I work hard, and then I will not get the success. But most of the students, they omit this not, but it is not right. Because unless means if not. But unless does not mean if not. So, while using unless, simply omit if and not. And 16, omission of if. That means now can say if we bring should, had, or were at the beginning. Yes, omission of if we bring should, had, or were at the beginning, it is unnecessary to use if. And here is an example. If I should obey him, he took me with him. And if we wanted to omit it, and its answer will be should I obey him, he took me with him. And here a full stop is used. That means if we use had or were or should at the beginning, and the sentences also refer to conditional sentences. Now you can see rule, that means especially sometimes conditional clauses are introduced by relative pronouns adjectives and adverbs. And in the case, that means if the conditional clauses are introduced with the relative pronouns, adjectives and adverbs, and they also form conditional sentences, whatever happens, control yourself, and whatever happens, it is a conditional clause. And whatever happens, control yourself, it is a conditional sentence. Which, if a book you read, you will be literate, and it is also a conditional sentence. However you try, you can't cheat me, and it is also another conditional sentence. Number 17, if dotted then. Most of the learners say that along with if then is used, but actually it is wrong. That means in case of if, then it's impossible. And here is an example: if I wear a board, then I would fly in the sky. Correct it. And simply will have to omit then, and then everything is okay. And its answer will be: if I wear a board, I would fly in the sky. And in this regard, we can say that if dot then is fully ungrammatical. We shall proceed towards subjunctive. Subjunctive means that is the verb form or the mood. Subjunctive is a grammatical mood or a verb form to explore a hypothetical situation or to express a suggestion, wish, possibility, uncertainty, etc. And only for this reason, that is mostly in case of unreal, we will have to use if I were a king, I would make you my minister. So, the example, if I were a king, I would make you my queen, or I would make you my minister. And this particular sentence expresses to something as the uncertainty or unreal and or imaginary. And only for this reason, along with the singular subject I, the plural verb where is used, and this is known as subjective. But nowadays, that means in case of this conditional, in case of hypothetical conditional, in case of unfulfilled conditional, was is also used. But was, that was the auxiliary verb was is used in which regard? Nowadays, was is also used when it refers to something actually happened. There was something actually happened. There was while talking about something actually happened, we shall have to use. There was along with I or along with the singular subject. But in other cases, in this regard, we have to use the singular subject and the plural verb, that is where. But here, if I was late, I would face problems. And this particular sentence refers to something actually happened in the past. So was is possible here. Otherwise, you will have to use where. And perhaps I think that this video has given complete information about the conditionals. And this video is quite useful to you. Please like, share and comment it. And above all, do not forget to subscribe my channel if you are new. Thank you.